Now, my biggest work time is in the morning when my kids are lazy and just want to watch cartoons. I have learned I have to take advantage of that. And switching my mindset has been the best thing I've done. And making that decision that I didn't have to hold to this belief I had given myself that all my chores had to be done in the morning. My kids had to be up and fed by 8:30 in the morning and looking perfect for the day. I just needed to let them be and not worry so much about them now that they're a little older and make those decisions for myself so I could reach my goals. I am speaking today, teaching, talking, the power of decision and consistency. And in Think and Grow Rich, he talks about taking massive action as to what decisions you have to make to reach your goals. In the beginning of my digital marketing company, or the journey of my digital marketing, I was on a roll. I was posting like I was supposed to, which is 2 to 3 times a day minimum. I was getting leads like projected. It was amazing. I was loving it, seeing success right away. A big factor, as most of you know, for social media is the consistency. If you are not posting like you're supposed to, getting the right uh, taglines, different things like that, you are not in favor with the algorithm gods. You have to be doing these things to keep going and be able to get your page out there. And so it's a big deal and a big commitment to make. But as life got busier with my kids and I kind of fell back into my normal routine, the excitement wore off for myself. I started to realizing that I wasn't posting as consistently. I was letting little things get in the way in my day. Oh, I need to do this. I need to, you know, I'll do it later after the girls play outside or different things like that. I wasn't setting aside the time to get it done. Instead, I started doing it last minute, right before I got into bed. And slowly, I just ended up stopping altogether. I didn't find the excitement anymore. And although it was sad, I'm a big person. I love a little bit of friendly competition. And I was seeing my team having great success and getting their stuff out there and making sales. I was okay with letting go of it because I just knew that the the consistency it took to get back there, and I had just kind of given up. What led to that was my poor planning and decision making. I did not stay consistent to the goals that I set, and it really impacted it. I went from having 40 plus leads a day, which is huge in digital marketing, to nothing. I completely fell out of favor with those algorithm gods and I just gave up. And so one day I just decided, like, I kept one foot in the game, attended my trainings, my mentors checked in on me, and one day I decided, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to complete it. I set out, I want to know that I can do this. I've been making money at it, but I want to make more. I want to take this to the next level. And so I knew that I had decisions to make, and I had failed at it before. So I knew that I had to jump in the game and give it my all. I had to set aside time to take the massive action every day. And I would need to pour 2 hours or so a day just to get it going again, back to where I was at. And I'm happy to say that I have reached that and I'm back in it and I've taken my goals to the next level. But it was hard. I had to set aside my ideals, I guess you could say. I'm a very big person on routine with my kids. And now, it was wrapping up the school year, different things like that. I had to change my uh my my set in stone beliefs that I had given myself, if that makes sense. I am the type of person I've always gotten up, gotten my chores done first, and then gotten on with the day. Instead, to reach these desires and make these decisions actually applicable in my life, I have had to retrain my brain. And now my biggest work time is in the morning when my kids are lazy and just want to watch cartoons. I have learned I have to take advantage of that. And switching my mindset has been the best thing I've done. And making that decision that I didn't have to hold to this belief I had given myself that all my chores had to be done in the morning. My kids had to be up and fed by 8:30 in the morning and looking perfect for the day. I just needed to let them be and not worry so much about them now that they're a little older, and make those decisions for myself so I could reach my goals. And that's hard as a mother, as any person. You have to let go of those ideals that you've given yourself, and making that decision that didn't run my life anymore. It's a big and weird spot to be at in life. But what helped me to make those decisions? Well, first, you should go back and rewatch the previous 6 trainings we've done. Make a plan, create your blueprint, develop your habits, different things like that. And so one big thing for me is not letting daily life get in the way. Daily life is unpredictable with kids in it, most people's lives. We don't know what always is being thrown at us, but I had to stay consistent and make myself accountable to taking care of the decisions that I have made. I'm going to get up and I'm going to work, while my kids are watching cartoons, and life is going to be okay. We'll see what comes after that. But I have to make that decision every day. But a big thing that they talk about in Think and Grow Rich is setting your goals, making that clear plan. But you don't want to get so caught up in, this big thing that you kind of lose sight of the here and now. We've learned prior that we make a 90-day goal, and then we make a monthly goal, and then we take it down to weekly, and take it even further back to every day. What are you doing to reach your goals? You have to be realistic, and that's what working backwards does, is help you see if your goal is realistic, and then making those decisions you need to that are going to help you get there, right? In my exercise journey, I couldn't just get up that day and go run 10 miles because that day I decided I was going to get fit. I would have killed myself realistically, like from my sicknesses and things. I had a weak heart and I was wanting to just get up and go. And I remember my doctor telling me, you are going to walk for 2 minutes straight and then sit down. And I was on a heart monitor, things like that after my 3rd pregnancy. Like, it was more serious than I wanted to admit. But the 2 minutes a day, I was like, just walk straight for 2 minutes a day. That's all. Like, how am I ever going to get there? He said, no, 2 minutes a day for a week. And then you're going to increase it to 5 minutes straight a day. And then you're going to increase it. And I got up to 30 minutes a day by the end of summer. And that's a pretty realistic exercise goal for somebody who's not exercised in a long time. But for me, having to really work it back to even doing just those 2 minutes a day, it kind of felt like a waste. Like, why am I just going to go walk for 2 minutes and be done? But my body couldn't handle more than that at the time. And I was being monitored with the heart monitor, weekly doctor appointments. And it ended up being the perfect path for me. And I had to make a decision that I was going to trust them, that they knew what was going on with my body, and that I could do it, because I've always been a little bit of a go-getter. So I wanted to go in that full 30 minutes. But what did that create? I almost fainted. I almost collapsed right outside with my kids, and I couldn't be out in the heat, just different things that I would have made my life a lot harder if I had just not taken that advice and pursued what I wanted to do. So this kind of goes in conjunction with everything we learn, right? Making a plan, talking with your mastermind group, different things like that. In that instance, that was my doctors helping me. So setting realistic goals and making those decisions. You have to be realistic. Otherwise, you're going to go and faint at the park trying to do your thing. But you don't want to give up. So making the decision every day that you're going to do those little bits to get going on your goals is honestly some of the hardest decisions you'll make. Eventually, it will become a habit. Eventually, you'll be able to just wake up and do it. I'm almost to that point with my digital marketing. But it is those decisions every day that will get you to your goals. And if we don't consciously choose to make these decisions, we fall back into old ways. We'll lose our health again. We will not be making money with our digital marketing business. Like, you will lose it so quickly. And it was a hard awakening for me to do that. And I'm so grateful that I've had the knowledge and the people in my life who were like, give it a go. You can do this. We're backing you. You know, you can do it. And helping me create the plan to make those little decisions to get going again, because they knew the desires I had and they wanted to see me achieve those. In closing, I just wanted to kind of say, like, you have it all within you. If you go back and watch our previous trainings, you'll hear us talk about how to get your mindset right, how to set the goals, who to have in your circle to be your cheerleader, and all those little things that ultimately get you where you want to go. And I challenge you to go back and listen to those. Go read Think and Grow Rich for yourself and get your game plan set. And so it's easier for you to make the decisions, to make the bigger changes in your life and reach your goals and desires. I've seen it in my life. I know our team has seen it in theirs. And it's amazing to watch us grow and to succeed together. And I just want to see that for you guys. We'd love to hear from you on how you're doing. So drop a comment in our videos. Let us know, what are your goals and desires and how are you reaching it? Have you had to make hard decisions? Let us know. And I will see you guys next month.